Welcome to Rolls of Redemption, where we redeem your Monday one roll at a time. The chat's already popping off, and we love you all.
We got a first-time chatter before we even started, so that's a new first.
That's
Welcome
amazing.
to the chaos.
I should join the stream, right?
Yeah, you should do the things. Do the things.
Yes.
All
if you
those
want
things
to.
that we were so unprepared for because we missed a week, and now we have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah. You know,
It's fine.
sometimes
you've just gotta. Technically, we were still live. We just didn't play, so now we have no idea what we're doing. We were here for the people in France.
There you go.
I was barely here, but I am better now.
You two were suffering.
There was not really much alive at the moment.
You were channeling your dancer a little too hard.
I truly was.
Really in character.
I was so pale.
Is it that one time we all decided to still play D&D even though everyone had COVID?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
such a
Why
bad
did I
idea.
do that?
So dumb. We're so dumb for real. But that's okay. We are glad everyone is here. William Wallop's already doing his one job of the stream, which is to plug our Discord. It is full free. Come on over. Come chat with us. And we have a pay to play option, which is the coffee link, whatever. It's $3 and you get to play virtually D&D with some of our cool friends. But that's optional. You don't have to do that. And then we do have merch that we keep saying we're going to add to eventually. But there's plenty of Rules of Redemption stuff in there already. The question is there a place in the Discord to get everyone's TikToks? Should. Not everyone
That's
has
true.
a TikTok.
But I did post our link tree, which at least has the people who have a TikTok on screen. Their TikToks are in the link tree.
I don't know if I think my Instagram is in the link tree.
That's probably true.
I don't know.
But it is,
it's pretty much the same on
It's the
TikTok.
same username. And I have been slightly more active on TikTok since starting to use it as an online diary. It is unhinged.
I'd expect nothing less.
Peter, did you make live the Meet the Crew page yet?
Yes.
Yeah, that's live.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we have a Meet the Crew tab on our Discord. I didn't want to plug it if it wasn't live, where you can read little bios on each one of our characters.
It is under the games channel, the game channels grouping in Discord. It's at the bottom.
Bika says she's here for Unhinged, and that is what we deliver.
I appreciate Bika so much. I
Ooh.
miss Bika.
You're the most
Fox
unhinged
Patrol just
crew.
joined the Discord.
Hey,
Welcome to the Discord.
To the chaos that we call us. We appreciate that.
a lot.
You think we're
There.
funny and
It's a lot.
unhinged
Feel free
when
to-
we're on screen? You should see our Discord.
Feel
It's
free to
true.
mute any channels that are a little too crazy because some of them pop off and they just don't stop.
Yeah, it's true.
Cool. Well, since we have a new friend, we're going to have to do some recapping for sure. And if you join the Discord, make sure you go to the welcome page and use the correct and corresponding emojis so that you get access to all the channels.
I think
Yes.
our DM should do some recapping because
Recap us.
he's
Wait,
excited to do that,
where
and
do you
then
want me to
I
start?
can actually remember what the heck is happening.
Just start like
Once upon a
chronologically
time,
going
far
back in
away.
time
Once upon a
until we're
time,
like,
yeah.
yep, no, we
what
remember
the
that.
hap is fucking?
There was a town called Saltmars. Oh, we got wild.
Oh, we have our cat.
Yeah, you just saved everyone from hearing my
Just in the
recap
Feywild.
that started with Once Upon a Time, my way, fell in love with his wife. So,
You're welcome.
You all laughed, but he's right.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah,
became-
yeah.
a Dungeons and Dragons stream cast thing.
Hey, if you're not
Can you
a
hear
little
me?
bit in love with your best friend, what's even the point?
We got you, Nathan.
Sweet. All right.
Cool.
Hey.
Welcome.
Better late
Welcome,
than never.
friends.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're like 5 minutes earlier
Or-
than we feared we would be.
You
So
guys
I take
nailed
that
it.
as a
I'm
win.
impressed. We're still just BSing.
That's good. We were still, riffing. Maybe we have a new friends.
Maybe somewhere after this, we'll find a video from our home cameras of me running frantic around the house trying to get ready for stream.
do.
High quality
I would love
content.
that.
Yes, I would
I
definitely watch that.
I of course after a long drive had to stop in and use the restroom, and I closed the door, and the small cat, barreled in and busted the door open and then just ran the other way.
How dare you close doors in this
Like,
house?
This small one. I was
And I
like,
say good day,
"What?"
and then leaves.
Like, Nathan, do you need me? Like, what's happening now?
Doors are not permitted to be closed. You lost that privilege 10 minutes ago.
I'm like, I don't have enough time to chase in and barrel open your door. I'm too busy just frantically running up and down the stairs.
We got here. We're good. We had a great weekend. I had a great day off.
Good.
Nathan worked, but whatever.
It's all good.
It's true friendship when you can work from your other friend's house.
Yeah, it's less productive without my enormous monitors, but that's okay.
Yeah, I bet.
That's why
And he's not
Peter
lying
has such
about the
big
size of his monitors.
monitors.
I take my monitor game very seriously.
I mean, I take D&D very seriously, where I have 2 monitors going right now. So
Pretty good.
I lost my
more monitors,
Dungeon Master mug.
more problems.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's down here. I'll get it.
You're so amazing.
We'll make every problem can be fixed with.
Her
A
iPad
team.
is slowly moving. I'm really concerned it's gonna fall.
And now we
Stop
all
it.
sit here and stare at the image to try and
Stare
determine,
at-
is it moving?
Hey, Bam
Ta-da.
Bam's here. We've got all the friends in the
Wow,
chat.
magic doors.
Welcome everyone.
Thanks, Dex.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
legit, and
the
I'm keeping that.
Dex has updated his message. I love it.
William Wallop now just has all
All
of
right.
the links.
My God. Okay, we've got, what have we got here? Discord, coffee, the link tree, merch. My word. You are the link
On
tree,
the
Dex.
ball, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Bam's here.
Great.
I forget, like, I can talk. I don't have to type things, and they can hear me.
They can
Yes.
hear you, yes.
It's very exciting.
We're live right now.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it. I feel like we're just,
I honestly
really
wasn't
doesn't.
sure when I joined whether we were live or not, so I'm glad I didn't say anything too stupid.
It would have been
We
even better
are
if you did, though.
live.
right?
I
Yeah.
say stupid things on live
True.
every week. Come on, join me, the stupid club.
I
That's true,
mouth
that's
stupid
true.
things. Most of the time my thing is up and I'm like just having silent conversations over there with Amelia.
All right. So, 1 minute
Let's go.
campaign recap.
Go.
My
All
wife
right.
fell in love with his wife, and so therefore we have Atreus and Mina, and they bantered and were delightful and terrible, and then they fell in love in game, and they got married. Akir was witness to all of it, and they started with haunted houses, and then they found haunted ships that weren't haunted. They were actually slave trading ships, and so then they found their way to the lizard folk cave. They helped them kill the big bad haunted crocodile, somehow ended up back into some political drama back in Saltmarsh, shipped out across the sea over the whole sea, literal sea, saved a city from Shahaugan invasion and a lich. Atreus got called home on the eve or the day after their marriage, and it was awesome and wonderful role play. They picked up Torkel, brought him back, came back to Saltmarsh, got even more politically intrigued, and all sorts of chaos and bad things happened. The Brotherhood is trying to kill everyone. And then they picked up Kai, who was a double agent, and then is now a triple double agent. Went to an abbey, stopped the bad guys there, and have since gone to kill a dragon after helping to sink the Shahaugan stronghold, and are now going towards the Dreadwood. Because the one common thing that has happened through all of these things is they are currently all, in one way, shape, or form, chasing Atreus' father, who is a horrible, evil vampire that killed him. And
I got better.
Chasing down the lord and father of all vampires, who has a army of people called the Eclipses, which are various undead lords that are slowly sinking the material realm into the realms of dread in which they reign. So they're heading into the Dreadwood to stop this new and unique and very different realm of dread leak.
Basically, the summary is we get ghosts and stop capitalists.
We kill ghosts well. We're really bad at politics.
I think we're great at politics.
We're not great
Okay
at politics.
We struggle.
The other thing to know about this party is that, and I'm going off of the stream here, I am actually married to the man below me. Amelia, which is listed as Atreus, is actually married to the screen to, I guess that's the right if you're looking
Our
at
lovely
it.
DM.
Yep. And then the two below those screens are also married.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's complicated, but keep up.
Except in the game, my character is married to
My character.
that way.
There you go.
So
Could
that
you
way?
stop trying to
No,
point
that way.
random directions? I'm too dyslexic for this.
That way.
You're already really bad at giving directions.
Does this work? Are you following? Everyone is good?
Janine's married to Peter. Amelia's married to Robert. Atreus is played by Amelia, is married to Mina, who is played by Janine.
And the people who play Torkel and Kai
Yes.
are married to each other, but Torkel and Kai
Torkel
are
and
not
Kai are
married.
not married.
But there has been flirting.
And Akir has no pants.
And I was
Badly.
just gonna say, Akira has
And no
no
pants.
pants because he's an Aarakocra, and Aarakocra don't need pants.
Was that really what
And
you were
married to
about
no
to
one.
say?
Have
100%.
But they should wear pants.
and
But
have you heard
Jonathan
about his
has
passive
work.
Don't
perception?
even
Okay.
talk to me about Jonathan because that was a poor excuse of like a sock puppet, basically.
We'll make that joke in another week again. When everyone else has watched the D&D movie. And Shay and Bam
you
are
know.
roommates. So, just in case you needed to know. Anyway, we are now going into actual D&D.
I think I hear a baby crying.
There is a baby crying. I also have
Yeah.
a baby.
There
All right,
we
we're
go.
going to kick it over to Nathan.
Okay, well, we got the whole campaign recap, but if you are been following and want a little bit slightly more detailed recap of what's been happening in the last, I guess, 2 weeks now, because we didn't have a real RP stream last week. Here we go. The heroes of Saltmarsh and the Fright of the Blight have made a quick pace to Silverstand, and even more quickly, they dispatched the undead monster already trapped by Kaladek prior to their arrival. There's unease in the air after receiving news from Torkel's family and Kai's contact in Saltmarsh, but they dare not forestall their trip to the Dreadwood further. They geared up, and now they set out to try and put whatever undead await them to a final rest, though how, they do not know. Things never go smoothly. What unexpected fiends will meet them on their path to destroy the Dread King? Only the DM knows.
Meanwhile, Akira's
The muted DM.
hoping that we just don't find this Dread King. We grab this whole coins and run.
Take the money and run.
An option? Take the evil money that's probably going to corrupt you and run? Yeah.
Listen, it's not going to corrupt us. We're just going to get Fairy's
No,
soul
coins
back.
are very evil. Akira did not like touching them before. Did not.
I mean, fair.
Very, very, very,
Fair.
very, very evil.
I would not like another cursed item, please.
No one is forcing you to continue to touch, to continue to open, and to continue to take and attune
I know.
to these things.
I know. I knew it was cursed. And I did it anyway.
Between
It's my own fault.
Kai and Atreus, there has been so many things touched, licked, just, just things that just chugged. I don't even know. The two of them really need to learn.
Listen,
hands.
Mina is not
chugs
complaining
themselves.
about the licking, okay?
When it's items that are unidentifiable, she does.
Okay.
Yes.
Pretty sure Mina was like, "Yeah, do that again, babe."
You
Unless
kiss
it's
your
pirate.
wife with that
Please.
mouth?
Do not
Yes.
put your mouth on that random object you found on the floor.
But what if I can tell what it is through licking it?
And then get poisoned.
Get poisoned. Hey, that
This is just a note to all of our watchers. Please do not put things you found on the floor in your mouth. Okay? Thank you.
unless
No.
This has been a PSA from Mina.
I just
What if-
realized I could try and scry the Dread King
You could.
because we have the paper that he wrote on.
This is true. So one of the very interesting things about this spell scrying is that it is targeting a creature. So I think that would kind of be something that Kai is figuring out as they're really looking into this and playing with this ball and rubbing the ball and looking longingly into the ball and having all these deep conversations with, you know, what's in the ball. There's a ball in their hands and
Stop it already.
I just am watching my wife's face. That's all there is to
Really?
any of this. I get one
We're
camera.
all here.
I get one camera, and hers was the one that was on. So
Stop.
I was
I'm
this
sorry.
close to finishing.
I'm
my
sorry.
reference.
Of course you were that close to finishing.
So it's going to be one of those nights.
But we started late, so that's how it's just obviously going to go down. If you were to try and scry for Fairy, odds are you would scry your familiar Fairy as opposed to the soul of Fairy, because the soul is not a creature. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
However,
But I could scry who I think has them.
that is totally fine, because that's a person thing, not a place.
It's a noun, but the correct kind of noun.
Right, exactly. It's a professional noun. So the ball is in your court.
Quite literally. Oh, Nora has entered the chat. Nora has left the chat. Let's start. So I've established that I can't scry for the soul coins. So I promised I would try and scry for Atraxes.
Do we have something belonging to Atraxes?
Yeah, we have his fang somewhere. Probably in your bag.
I will need that.
Daddy's tooth in your bag.
Wear it around my necklace. Just kidding.
It's like, why are you wearing my father's tooth around?
It was
Okay.
shining, dipped in. Okay. No, yeah,
You had
sure.
Torkel's mom dips Atreus's dad's tooth in gold and bedazzle it a little bit.
Not the
Jewel.
kind of drill you look for.
I mean, between Mina and Atreus, there's so many daddy issues already. Like, why not just layer it on?
I never met my father.
I never knew my father.
Okay. Do I have
Sure.
the tooth? Yep. Okay.
While Mina and Atreus just go back and forth about stupid shit.
No, Trace is very
Um,
serious and very anxious about this. So just going to
Akira's,
stare at
Akira's
Kai.
just like flying around up above to keep an eye out while they carry on nonsensically.
I'm gonna suggest that we stop for a moment while I attempt this.
Yeah, sure. That sounds
Okay.
reasonable.
And then I'm gonna, grab my orb, my ball, as you will,
Mhm.
and sort of hold the tooth in the hand that's underneath it, and with the other hand sort of graze over the top of it, and in my mind say, Elora, I'm looking for Atraxes. I have his fang.
All right. You watch as the elf in the crystal ball vanishes into smoke and just kind of turns into wisps as she begins to swirl. And you see for a moment a figure, and then it vanishes, and then another, and it vanishes. And then she comes back. He's not here.
He is not on this plane.
You fucking.
Can you only scry on this plane?
You take me somewhere else, I'll scry there for you.
I see. Thank you. And I assume that nobody else can actually see what's happening in the ball?
Yep. You are
Okay.
attuned. You are the only one who sees it. They kind of see that there is
Okay.
magic happening, but
That sounds like a terrible field trip.
Ilora, my crystal ball, has informed me that he is not on this plane at the moment.
Okay.
Hydrate.
Well,
Guess we can try again later.
I mean, it's.
Guessing there's no
Um,
leave a message option.
the you got from the bone naga? Do you think he could be
Yeah.
there?
In. Wait, what? Say it's in
in
In the
Land,
other
in the portal.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
Okay.
I.
Well, I'll try every day and hopefully I'll catch
No,
him at
it's
some
fine.
point.
It's he does that. Vanishes.
he's a busy guy.
And it had to have
So
been
you
like
can
30
keep
years ago.
trying relentlessly,
No.
like certain spam callers.
No, I don't think we should keep trying.
You should ask him about his cart insurance.
Your
I mean, he
son has
probably
been
needs-
trying to reach
I'd
you
like to talk to
about
you
your
about
car's
your-
extended warranty.
No, I was gonna
coffin
say for his
insurance.
dental care because obviously he needs some work done.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Mina, might I have the note that you found on our dead elf friend in the Dreadwood?
Sure. Hands over. Out.
Ilora, could you find the Dread King, Gaffney, for me? I have a note that I believe he wrote.
She leaves and begins swirling again to go find my stats for this dude. Give me one moment. D&D Beyond. Waking up. All right. That's pretty lame. It's fine. All right. So you have an item that was his, but you have never met him. That you
That
think
we
was
think
his.
was his.
But you have never met him. So
Correct.
he is gaining a +5 to this, and then a -2. So the DC is going to change from 17 down to 14.
Uh-oh. Fail it, fail it, fail it.
Nope, that's not working. What do I have to do to make this work? Come on. That is going to be a 19.
Oh, damn it.
So she comes back and says, I found him, but he does not want you to see him.
Would you be able to show me his surroundings?
That's a little hard. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for. I could show you his. Can you tell me a specific location?
What I'm really looking for is a pouch full of soul coins that have the soul of my familiar in them. And I think he has them.
Do you know where he is?
I believe he's in the capital of the Dreadwood.
That is a place?
Yes, are you not familiar with it?
No.
Are you familiar with the Dreadwood?
No. Thousands of
Are
years.
you
Thousands of years.
familiar? Are you familiar with Saltmarsh?
No.
Can you name a place you are familiar with?
Silver Stand?
Mm-hmm.
I was there. I've scribed there and I've been there.
Okay. Who had you before I did? What was their name?
I don't remember. They don't really matter.
Do you know
You're
what they looked like?
a person.
Do you know how long ago it was?
5 years, 50 years. It's all the same from inside.
Do I know any of the names of the towers that we think are related to the cataclysm?
Let me see. So you learned about the Tower of the. Was it the
I remember the Tower of Xenopus.
Yes. Xenopus is.
All right.
Near Saltmarsh.
I'm going to ask her if she knows about the Tower of Xenopus.
So are you asking her to target that location?
No, I'm just asking her if she's aware of it.
No. She has not been a creature for like multiple ages of elves. She is just an object. She would have no working memory of the world as it exists.
Okay, I was trying to figure out if she would have knowledge of the cataclysm, but it sounds like the answer is no. Okay,
She can show you
cool.
things, she can't tell you things.
Exactly.
Got it. Could you show me Katva Storik?
Let's see. Katva feels about this. Yeah, and you've met her, so that's a nearly impossible DC for her here. You look into your crystal ball and it swirls, and after just a short moment, you see Katva tinkering with some golden chains at the very familiar shop where you met her that she owns in Saltmarsh. And she's creating what looks to be a golden breastplate. It looks way more obviously ornamental if it's made of gold than anything functional, but it's got little rings and doodads that make it very pretty and shiny.
And is there anyone else in the shop?
Nope. She's just working away.
Laura, could you take me outside of the shop and show me the general area of Saltmarsh? The area surrounding Katva?
I don't know. You want to see Saltmarsh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the image wipes and just reappears, and it is an aerial view above Saltmarsh.
Okay. I'm just testing this out and seeing like what she can do for me. I'm like trying to learn my new toy
Does
that
it have
I'm
a pinch and
stuck
zoom
with.
feature?
It does not.
All right. All right, I'm gonna look to the rest of my party and say, all right, is there anything else we want to attempt to scry at the moment?
Does anyone remember the castle's name?
No.
What castle?
Nope.
Whose castle?
I think it's like Give Laney or something.
That's the guy's name.
I assume you mean the castle in the Dreadwood.
So
Oh,
if you
cool.
click on the quest board,
Castle of Gloam Hollow.
there you go.
Cool. Could you show me the castle of Gloam Hollow?
Yes. And she vanishes in a swirl of mist and shadow as I make all things happen. And what you see is a very sad-looking, dilapidated castle.
Okay.
It is a rundown castle filled with trees, a lot more of those vines that you saw earlier in the Dreadwood. There is an outer wall that forms a crescent ring with an opening on the front. It is upon a very small hill, but that hill is obviously the highest point in the middle of a lake because all the area surrounding it, as far as you can see within your crystal ball, is nothing but water. But you are absolutely certain that this place exists within the Dreadwood. The castle itself is very green, a little marshy looking, and then it has a tall spire that goes up to the top. You would assume that there's probably, if this is a hill or a mountain of some sort coming up and out of the lake, there would be some depth beneath the castle, but not too far before it becomes flooded. There's only one way in. That would be from the front, because coming up from any of the sides of the castle would lead you right up the embankment to a wall, which would be a very foolish way to attack a castle. So,
unless you can fly.
anyone in
Laura,
Discord
is
can
there?
check out the stream.
I'm about to
chat.
ask. Hey Laura, are there any humanoids inside the castle?
The vision doesn't change or move. I don't know. It
You
looks
cannot
like a
tell that
castle.
from here.
No. It's so far away.
I see. I see. My crystal ball apparently cannot tell me that, Akir. I guess because I don't have a name?
There weren't any other names on the note, were there?
No. I'm even
Mm-mm.
being generous of this. Like, technically, you're not supposed to be able to see a place you personally haven't visited.
Yeah.
So I am going to say that at some point in one of Kai's lives, she
That seems reasonable,
came here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That honestly
especially
seems fair.
since you knew Nema.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anything else we desire to investigate from here? I would like to investigate my personal friend back in Salt Marsh, but I'm unsure if that would be wise or foolish.
Personally, don't love the
There's
sound
nothing
of
we can
that.
do about that situation now. And so the only thing we will gain is either fear or discovery.
Sounds like it's just going to be more to our agenda. We've got a lot to focus on. Well, one thing at a time.
Okay.
I say we keep moving.
On to the Jester's
Works for me.
Highway.
To the Jester's Highway.
Gods help us.
On to Castile.
Occasionally, some gods intervene. You know.
You channel them properly. Has anybody called for hydration recently?
Nope. We've
No,
only had that one.
but you're allowed to drink your beverage
In
without
3,
acting like
2,
the dancing
1.
monkey. We're gonna get like 4 of them now.
You know, it's fun that way, right? All right.
Right.
So you travel the rest of the day, and just around evening time, you are nearing the area that you were told is the entrance to Jester's Highway. You can see the setting sun on the far side of the Dreadwood. It kind of gleams through the mist-covered leaves in the canopy as they begin to spark and shower a heavier mist, as they tend to do in the evening time. You are still hours away, so if you would like to enter the Dreadwood, it will be nighttime when you do so. You are welcome to set up camp.
I would like a nap before we do that.
Setting up camp sounds like a great idea.
100%.
All right. I will take random perception checks from everybody.
Random perception checks?
Random perception checks. So you can do them at advantage or disadvantage or flat.
Flat for me.
Those were not great, but a 15.
19 for me.
You know what? I'm gonna bring Dusk out here too, and I'm gonna have Dusk roll, just because I
That was
can.
a 7, so that was not great.
D&D is being slow for me. I'll get there
Who-
eventually.
Dusk is a 22.
Nice. Go Dusk. Anybody else rolling?
I have to do it on the app. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, I should roll for Caven.
Listen, all these people are eating popcorn, and now they're talking about popcorn in the chat, and now I'm gonna have to make popcorn.
Mhm.
So
I
not
told
used
you
to
could make
having.
popcorn at the break.
Just too easily influenced.
Were you trying to fast from popcorn?
No, I'm just not actually hungry.
Mm.
But now I
Mm.
see lots of popcorn and I need to have
got a 23. And then I need to figure out what Fairy has. I think Fairy is currently an owl.
That's a 12 from Caven.
Nice.
Yeah, you know,
That
perception is not what she excels at.
that Fairy the owl should be rolling at advantage because this is hearing and sight based.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. This will be a +1. That is a dirty 20 for Fairy.
Nice.
Well, actually, she rolls at advantage, so probably not going to matter, but
Probably not gonna matter. 20.
it did not matter.
So
20.
So everyone who breaks 20, something odd happens when the sun sets. And I'm going to wait till my wife gets back here because I hear her footsteps.
I just realized that I didn't actually come up with a name for my sister, so my sister's name is now Cleona.
Oh, cute.
I go with the Celtic names for all my compadres.
That's adorable.
That wasn't the word I was looking for, but that's the word I'm going to stick with.
Blood people.
I was gonna
Relations.
say
Be better.
compadres for your Celtic
It's very
family.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception check from Atreus, please?
From me?
Yes.
Cool. What am I perceiving?
You don't know yet,
Cool.
other than a very
None of
angry
us
baby.
know. We've all been
Very angry baby.
doing a bunch of
Wow.
26.
Dang!
Nice. Those of you who broke 20, watch as the sun finally sets and disappears and leaves just this hint of purple across the sky. The forest seems to come alive. The trees begin moving. There's no wind. The blanket of mist in the dusk grows and settles as if pollen were shaken off of a flower, and it rains down in. Right at the mouth of the Jester's Highway, you see a sudden burst of movement. You can't quite tell what it is, but as you look and stare, you realize that in this moment there are ghosts guarding the entrance to the Dreadwood. And as you watch, and as the sun sets fully, they vanish again.
Mina didn't see any of this.
Nope.
Just too
Nah, but
busy, like,
Dusk-
I don't know.
Dusk was
Playing.
losing his mind.
Yeah.
She was too busy, like,
Oracle was so
wiping her
close to that
swords and, like,
19.
sharpening her weapons.
So the ghosts were guarding only when the wind was blowing? But it wasn't really wind
Only
blowing?
during dusk. As the sun was setting, the whole forest was going crazy, and then as the veil shifted to night, we can't see it anymore.
We can't see it, but not necessarily they're not there.
Correct.
Guess not.
So you
How
encountered
far away?
ghosts, probably another 2 hours. So this is really
Okay.
very unsettling, and that's why you had to make a very hard, if not nearly impossible, perception check to see the ghost dance.
The ghost dance. Oh man, I missed it.
Sorry, Nina. It's okay. You'll be in the Dreadwood for many days. You've got so many chances.
Aw.
Did they do the mash?
So fun.
The Monster Mash. Interesting. And we didn't get a sense of so we didn't feel wind, but we didn't get a sense of we didn't have any smells or anything like that. There was no indication of what was happening to cause the trees to move.
Nope.
And were the trees moving in a uniform direction, or were they just like shaking back and
They
forth?
were shaking. Like, yep, you know those Easter lilies that like you shake them a little bit and the pollen just kind of all over the place and it's super fun and then
Yeah.
your parents get really mad at you for making a mess on everything? Yeah, that.
Okay.
This sounds like a very specific example, Robert. Is there anything you
Yeah,
want to
like
unpack?
it's super fun when you go up to the front of the church when no one's looking and you slowly pluck all the Easter lilies and it rains pollen all over the.
Every time
You
our
said-
children are naughty, I hope you know that it's your fault.
I was gonna say
I
he,
don't tell them these
he
stories.
says parents, but this sounds like a much
Genetic.
more recent story than that.
Right? I know. Like,
Parent, worship leader, pastor. You know,
wife.
you weren't there this Sunday. You had a sick baby, so.
Child.
It's true. I haven't been to church in so long.
Mina's just like, what are we all looking at?
Does it make sense to insight it to see what might be happening from this
You could
distance?
try an investigation check, but I'm going to be very, very honest. You, Cat, have solved as much as you reasonably can out of this.
Fair.
So
Fair.
Dancing ghosts.
So
like
not worth it?
Anastasia.
you can roll, and I will
Okay.
tell you your character knows what you know.
All right.
So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Want to solve the mystery of the Dreadwood, okay?
then go and get in there.
I'm
Stop
working
sitting
on
around.
it, okay?
No, we're napping.
We are
I know
we
we're
are
Taking a
taking
nap. So you, all of you
siesta.
spell people have
Actually,
all of
that's
your
more than a nap,
slots.
yeah.
Are we taking a what rest are we taking?
We're sleeping for the long haul.
A
Long.
long rest so that we are not entering the woods at night. We're gonna be smart and do that in the morning.
Very proud of you.
Okay.
Not gonna
I
lie.
think it actually matters in the Dreadwood, if we're being
It
honest.
matters in my heart.
You know, I don't care if it's only 9 points I'm getting back and a
You
single
get all
spell
of
slot.
those
I'm
points
taking
back.
all of it.
Every single one.
Yep.
All right. Tower up, doing our shifts, being on high alert, all that stuff.
As you are on high alert, you see throughout the course of the early evening wagons, probably a total of 5. One parks nearby to you guys. Some coming from the north, some coming from the south, all set up camp about, you'd guess, an hour away from the Jester's Highway.
So we are at a truck stop.
We're just outside
are
the truck stop, but yeah.
We've set up the
Okay,
truck stop.
why is Bing? I'm an AI preview, so I'm still learning. Sometimes I may say something weird. Stop talking to me,
Bing
Bing.
was doing a lot
I
of
don't-
pop-ups for me too. I had to disable
I don't
it.
want you or your AI. Sorry,
I thought you said dragons for a hot sec, and I was like, oh no.
there's a dragon.
Glad they're
here,
only
and a
wagons.
dragon over there.
Are there
I don't
Just
want a dragon.
sleeping
fuck.
dragon.
does there seem to be anything
Dragon trucks up.
Does it?
specific about the wagons? Like, do they seem like specific kinds of people?
Posture check.
This is as straight as I can sit. I'm holding a baby and I have massive boobs. So this is it.
Eliza,
Um,
check your posture.
She's doing the best she can. Like, basically, I want to know: are they Vistani?
No, so you're looking. 2 of them are merchants.
Okay.
One just seems to be a traveling family, and one seems to be very far in the distance and a solitary traveler.
Okay.
They look like they're going in to the Jester's
Yeah.
Highway.
We are slouching.
This is as good as
Pick
it
a
gets,
different button.
Spam. Come on. Say with love.
They may be in the morning, but you can tell that they are all stopping before entering the Dreadwood at night.
It might be wise to partner up with somebody else who's going in. There is advantage in numbers, and it's possible they've actually been here before, unlike us.
We don't see our old buddy Payun here, do we? No. Okay.
Numbers-
Just checking.
You knew he was moving on from his circuit.
Numbers can bring advantage, but also more things that we have to keep alive, which is harder decisions, and not necessarily good in a fight.
We'll keep an eye
Harder
on
decisions for you.
We'll keep an eye on them. If they seem to be packing up to roll out, then that would probably be our cue to leave as well if they are experienced in these woods. So whoever has like the morning shift, once you see them rolling out, that's when we roll out.
Nice.
Akira will take the last shift.
Other than that, the night passes without incident. As Akir takes his shift, he sees another one or two wagons slowly coming into view. It looks like they traveled all night to get to this point before sunrise. One thing of note, nothing has come out of the Dreadwood during the night either. Is anybody else on watch with Akir in the morning?
I'll take morning watch too.
All right, I will take
Me
a
and
perception
Kaven's
check.
and all day watch.
Kaven, Fairy, Kai, Dusk, and Akir, please make me perception checks.
I just always assume that like Mina takes the late shift and it, like goes to bed and tells no one to wake her up until morning.
That's a nat 20 from my girl. Good job, Kavy.
An 18 for me and a 14 for Fairy.
19,
All right.
19 for
24 if
Dux,
the number matters for any
and
reason.
25 for Akir.
Akir and Kavi are the only ones who see the stirring that happens as soon as the sun rises. So slowly cresting behind you, the dawn brings this shattering gold light across the plains and begins to illuminate. And for a moment, you would swear that it almost burns off the mist that covers the top of the forest. And in that moment, the ghost party is revealed once again. And there are probably enough figures that you can see swirls and movements. And in less than 30 seconds, they're gone. And the wagons start moving.
Rise and shine. Time to get going.
No.
No.
Someone give her a drink of whiskey and get her on the bed.
Okay. I don't worry.
Look, y'all can ride on Kavy if you want. I'll walk. I'm good.
I got my own horse. It's fine. I'll take your whiskey.
Akira didn't bring any of his good whiskey. It's all on the boat.
On the boat, was on the boat.
It was
Damn
hidden
it,
on the
Akira.
boat. I put it in a secret compartment. But
What do you think I'm going to do in my solo game but let the entire Rules of Redemption Tavern crew slowly loot your bedrooms?
And here's your pitch to join. For only $3 a month, you can be part of the Chaos crew that raids our.
The drinks are
Akira's
virtual
gonna get back
whiskey.
to the Sea Ghost and he's just gonna fire everyone.
No, he can't fire Riv. She's cute.
Well then, Riv better make sure nobody goes stealing from the cabins.
Make good choices.
She also doesn't wear.
Riv doesn't wear pants.
Hey, birds of a feather.
Wait,
Riv
what?
doesn't even wear underpants.
I'm sorry, what?
If it helps, the cabin bot isn't drinking any whiskey. All right, so do we get a successful long rest in?
Yes, everyone can click that beautiful, wonderful long rest button on your
Fabulous.
D&D Beyond app character sheet thing.
Now I need to figure out if I'm changing any spells.
And if you were going to change any of your attunement items, now is the chance to do it for the day at least.
Thanks,
Am I ringing at the
Robert.
moment?
Gotcha.
We said we had room for like one version of Bless, one version of Hunter's Mark, and then like Revivify.
Yep.
That's what's on there. Okay.
Did you take
I'm gonna
Hex?
Yeah.
You don't need Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Then let's say we just have the boosted version of Bless then.
That's a good idea.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's 4 people.
I like that.
Yeah, the joys of having your fighter with concentration spells that boost her damage. There's no joy for the DM, but the player really likes it, and so do her companions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a broken fighter now.
You were pretty broken before. It's just
More broken.
Yeah. All right. Can I get a marching order as you enter the Dreadwood? And are you going to try and link up with any of these caravans, or just fall in line and see what may happen?
I would like to. You said it was like merchant caravans,
2 of them are traveling merchants.
and what was the other one?
A couple of families, now that you're slowly converging, and then one solitary person. Both of the ones that came overnight were also merchants.
Right. Merchants probably have traversed these sort of highways before, so I think it would be a really good idea if we sort of either joined them, like we said hello or something. I'm not very good at that, but other people are. And then traveled with them. We can offer protection, sort of, mostly. We can offer Mina
I mean,
as protection.
we don't have to.
Yeah,
We
let's
don't have to-
finish that scene.
Yeah.
We don't have to like make friends. We can just say, "Hey, you're going the same direction we are. We're gonna walk with you." We don't have to.
Oh,
offer
you mean
them
like what you
anything.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Moving on.
Okay. We don't have to put all our cards on the table, but we can be friendly. We can make friends. We don't need to tell them our life story.
I'm
As
very
long
bad
as
at
we
that.
don't, as long as we don't lead them
Janine is.
into their death by being associated with us.
All right, we're gonna go. Torkel
We
and
will not be
I are
leading
going to
them any-
go give a friendly wave, and you all will follow.
I'm pretty sure we're all walking into our deaths anyway.
It's true.
Like, so if they die, it's not actually our fault.
We are not leading
They're
them.
heading in
walking.
here.
Presume they all know where
You know,
they're
like
going.
when 2 people are walking towards the same door, and it's kind of awkward. We're gonna do that for like a couple of miles.
So good.
And that's exactly what happens.
We're gonna get knowledge. Yeah.
You roll up next to the
Gonna
first
interrogate them on the
caravan.
way.
This is 2 wagons hitched together with 4 oxen pulling it. It seems to be a very effective train, and you can, as you're getting closer, you see that there are 2 people in front, one with a crossbow and a holy symbol around his neck. The lady driving has a pretty long pole arm, kind of leaned behind her, but readily in reach. The wagon that is the lead wagon is filled with supplies and barrels and crates that are all tucked away neatly, and the wagon that is being pulled in the rear has another 4 or 5 people, all of which seem heavily armed.
Do I recognize the holy symbol?
Give me a religion check.
You know, I'm really bad at religion checks for cleric. Like,
You gotta do the same.
my
I got
plus.
I got an 11.
It's better than my 5. So, yeah.
That's a 21.
All right, thank you, Torkel. So
Thanks.
your resident lore bard, not a lore bard though, but bard, recognizes the symbol of Pelor, the god of the sun. He is a good aligned deity.
Hey, Lord God of the Sun.
That
Aye.
feels important considering the nighttime versus the daytime in the forest.
Oh, so
Um,
probably a light cleric then.
So Torkel is going to kind of sidle up beside Atreus and kind of whisper this detail. Like, don't want the guy to hear that I'm talking about him, but if you were so inclined to reveal Night Render, he might appreciate it. He seems like God of the Sun. You got Sunlight Sword. Y'all could be
While
best friends.
Torkel's
I'm-
doing this, Mina's
Up
gonna be
to
like,
you. I'm not sure
But
it's
I
a
mean,
good choice.
so here's the problem. When I draw Night Render, it doesn't look like an act of friendship. It kind of looks threatening.
Well, I'm not saying that should be your first action upon meeting him.
I would say at this point, these two are like bickering, and like Mina walks up a little bit forward and be like, "Hey, cool necklace. Who's that from?"
They look at you.
Nailed it.
They look at you like 3 times, and then they kind of like lean in to whisper a little bit. We're hired protection. We're okay. Thank you.
I didn't offer anything. But okay.
Oh no, we're not. That's
Not
not
selling
what-
anything.
We're not heroes.
I just recognize your holy symbol, and it's nice to see such people moving in the same direction that we are. It provides me a little bit of confidence that we are not making a terrible decision.
He looks you over and just kind of goes, "What holy symbol?"
That's a symbol of Baylor, isn't it? Torkel points at it.
Oh, this? Yeah, I took this off a dead dude.
Torkel.
We killed that cleric. And, yeah.
All right, well, nice meeting you.
Okay,
So-
new
so cool.
plan,
Good
new
story.
better plan. I'd like to get ahead of these fuckers
So they
because
come up behind us.
So
no, so we can just like get away from them.
We could just like take a pause and let them go first.
Oh,
Because
you know
if
what?
they can
Even better.
trigger
Kai,
any traps and stuff, and we'll wait.
I love you.
Kai is gonna sidle up to the guy and be like, "So you killed the guy. What do you do?"
I don't remember. All in the line of work.
You don't remember your kills? What are you, amateurs?
After a couple hundred, they all just stop mattering. Why are you still talking
What a
to us?
Some conversation. Yeah, Kai, come here. I gotta show you a thing over there.
Have you passed through the
What is
Dreadwood
Kai
before?
currently? Who is Kai currently?
That's a good
A resident
question. Who
changeling.
is Kai currently? Probably like an elder male elf.
All right, so you are walking, or are you walking alongside the horses then?
Yes.
So you depending on how far they travel, you're gonna need to hitch a ride, use a wild shape, or you're gonna be taking exhaustion at some point.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Just
Have you traveled the Dreadwood before?
that's what we get paid to do. Done this a dozen
Do you
times.
have any tips or tricks for any newcomers? My first time here.
Don't go out at night.
I mean, that's an obvious one. I'm not an idiot. I guarantee you my kill count is higher than yours.
Doesn't really seem to care.
Got any other tips and tricks? Anything more useful?
Don't die.
Again, I'm not an idiot.
Kai,
I don't know that. I don't know who you are, and I don't really care.
sometimes when you
Fine.
come across a broody, annoying person, you stop talking to them. They generally
In other
prefer
countries,
it.
fall in
Kai
love with them.
doesn't know when to stop.
Hey,
But
Kai!
this person is clearly not helping.
It's his
So Kai
time.
is going to turn around now.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, we're gonna let them go a few paces, and then we'll just be here.
Try the next
And
one.
Akir doesn't feel bad because now he's assuming that these are evil people.
Torkel kind of sidles up alongside Kai. Is like, it's not always best to make friends with everyone, you know.
Isn't that what we're trying to do?
For a minute.
Kai, you ask a lot of questions, and we
Nope.
respect that, but sometimes shut the fuck up.
Fine.
I was gonna put it more tactfully, but effectively, yes.
I will give
Really
the 10
lovingly.
seconds.
I'm just
us.
trying to get us through here without dying.
The difference between Torkel's friendliness
but
and Mina's
comparing
friendliness is
kill-
that Torkel tries to
yeah.
be very careful, and Mina's just like,
Yeah,
and
because Torkel is mean.
we're going right to the point. Okay, cool. We all learned? Yes? We're done asking random people questions
So-
today.
She clicks the reins and just kind of gives you the general gesture that nobody wants to see on the road, but it's way too common in Jersey. And
And
This
I
isn't New
will
Jersey.
respond in kind.
and you start to see the 4 or 5 people in the rear look you all over carefully and begin murmuring amongst themselves.
They're gonna try to rob us.
You can incite them if you'd like.
Yes.
Sure.
You can toss a fireball if you like. I mean, this is
Janine's from
D&D.
New
You
York
can do
and
whatever
she
you want.
incited.
That would be a
But
25.
Well, that is going to be a nat
That's a-
1.
That
Dirty
would
20.
also be a nat 20.
Mina and Atreus and Kai, having just been fangirled over, realize that they've been made. That, Mina on her own, and then Kai in a form that wasn't particularly notorious or famous, didn't seem to draw attention, but as the 5 of you were riding together, they seem to have pieced it together who you all are.
Ignore that. Sorry. That 13 for insight is an accident.
It's fine. It's fine. It's past.
Do they seem to be impressed or annoyed?
Interested.
Okay, they like what
Great.
we
That's
have.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah. The New Yorker Brazilian in me tells me that they're gonna try to steal our stuff if we don't watch our back.
Yeah. That would really suck.
And Torkel's definitely riding Caven at this point and will be until we part ways.
Akir is basically assuming that they mean us harm because he's just assuming that they're evil. So
Yeah, Atreus too.
Kai's not trying to harm you, and they're evil. Anyway,
Atreus also assumes that Kai is going to kill them in their sleep.
Kai has hurt Atreus' feelings a few times.
Mhm.
broken that slow beating
This
heart.
has hurt
over
Kai.
and over.
So there.
Yeah, Kai keeps hurting Atreus' feelings. He's just trying to apologize. Like,
Because he keeps apologizing
He's-
poorly.
a guy!
That's
Excuse me.
Offensive.
I have given my wife so much ammunition for this character. I'm just saying. So
Some of it's really good, though, baby.
it's true. It's true. But if you would like to figure out where a terrible apology comes from,
right, Akir
can write one of those like it's a natural.
Akir
inclination.
would like to have
Anyways,
Dusk stealthily tail the group ahead of us. So just to make sure that they don't do anything nefarious.
Nice. All right, give me that stealth check.
Fairy will probably join.
Give me a second stealth check.
Okay. They're buddies, you know.
Nat 20. For a 23 in total.
Nice. I'm gonna fuck this up.
Yeah. Dusk
Sorry.
easily is able to kind of perch on the center canopy without anyone taking notice. Fairy tries to catch up, and they all. It's a little frantic the way they get. It's just bad, and they all notice. And Fairy knows that she's been spotted.
Just pretend to be a stupid owl. Faye.
Do some like. Yeah, she's just gonna do some stupid owl shit.
Give me a
She might try and catch a mouse.
Give me a performance check from Fairy.
Okay. Performance is a charisma. Fairy's charisma is -2. Here we go. Great fun.
Fairy's about to have an existential
12.
crisis. I'm an owl. How do I act like an owl?
I'm
What does an
just
owl
a
do?
Normal owl.
Who?
Doing normal
Who?
owl thing, like screeching and catching mice.
Fairy pulls it off well enough that they ignore her. And she can get away. But she does not think that if she tried, it would definitely give away something if she tried to continue to tail them.
Dusk is just gonna sit huddled there and wait.
Yep. Dusk is invisible. It's amazing.
Just not moving, doing nothing.
It's like looks at Fairy and just like cool.
Oh, Drew,
Oh,
Dusk is like, you're an embarrassment.
go
Fairy.
home.
I'll see you later, okay? I got this.
Now, Dusk would probably believe that performance and be like, "Thanks for the cover, friend."
That's so cute.
They're such buddies. I love it.
All right. An hour passes. You could easily keep time with them, but just give them space to pull away. And you are now within speaking distance, at least hollering distance, of another wagon. This one is a large wagon pulled by two very large horses, and it seems to have a family riding in it. The front is more of a coach style. There's about 4 people here, 2 teens and 2 older adults. Mixed races. There's one who is probably a half elf and one who is some type of tiefling. It's not even a pure tiefling. And then the kids are all sorts of wonky, and it's pretty cool. Look.
Who's taking their kids through the Dreadwood?
The sellers of imported wines.
Into the thick of it.
So this is let's go with Frankovich imported wines.
Not Saga wine.
Todd Art
We
Van
might need an
Van
official
Porter.
sponsorship
imported
to
wine.
maybe rebrand that wine.
Oh, right. Sorry. Position's still open if you want to.
I feel like this has Mina written all over it.
This wine is from Insert Your Name Here Distilleries.
You think she's a connoisseur of beverages? She just drinks them.
She drinks the way Robert drinks, which is just like
Fast
Go
and hard.
buy some and get
Fast and
instant
hard.
information.
Thanks, Robert.
Buy wine? I guess I could buy wine. That's fine. You want me to do that now?
After the last encounter, Akir would rather we just get
Just keep
through this.
walking. Right, we're gonna keep walking. We'll bank it in our minds and see what happens.
All right. So for a while, you kind of trot parallel with the Frankovich imported wines. Eventually, the kids in the back start to snicker and point at you. And then he elbows his sister, and they stop looking.
Okay then. Cute kids.
Torkel probably waved at them.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I saw
definitely.
Janine wave, so I assumed that was
That
Mina
was
waving.
that was Mina. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
The dad waves back at Torkel, very formal. You're going through the Dreadwood?
Torkel kind of looks around. Yeah.
What you selling?
We are looking to meet someone up near, and I would remember
Castle
the
of
name.
Gloomhollow?
Up near Castile. We're looking to meet someone up near Castile. You headed that way?
More or less. Just a couple of stops on the way, sell the goods, make some coin.
What you sell?
Wine.
No. Okay. Let's
Hi,
figure out
Drake.
ask. Let's
Hi,
making
Drake.
conversation.
Do you sell the wine in the Dreadwood?
Cheers.
Yeah. There's cities all over the Dreadwood.
Oh.
Been doing this long?
This is our second run through. Wanted to wait till the kids were old enough to join us. We usually take the long way around north.
Naturally.
Do you come down this?
Yeah,
You come down this highway often?
we're just in our bearings.
This is our second time through the highway. Wasn't so bad last time.
Any specific issues we should know about?
As long as you get to a town before nightfall and sleep in a good inn, you're fine.
And the closest, which one are you planning to, make a pit stop at?
Oh well, there's a town probably 5 hours in. Pretty easy. Little town, nice inn. Safe as far as that goes. They call it the Dun Hollow. I don't know why. Because they done hollowed the inn. Yeah.
Mina definitely giggled at that, for sure.
Just do this. The kids are in the back, like fake vomiting.
It's a good one. It is. Go on.
And if
Well, it seems like it's a good place to stop as any.
Would you be able to list out all the town names for us so that we know where we're going and the safe places to stay?
There's Dun Hollow on there. There's Star Crown. That's the next one. If you're fast in the woods, you can bypass Dun Hollow and get to Star Crown before nightfall. But I wouldn't risk that with the kids in tow. Let's see. There's Dream Bright, which is a pretty big town. If about a day and a half in, almost 2 days. So the travel between Star Crown and Dream Bright it's a no stop kind of journey. You know what I mean? You don't want to get caught between those two. Lots of bad stuff happens along that part of the highway. After Dream Bright, you're kind of into the northern territories where every couple hours you've got little villages and little spaces you could stay. They don't all have a hollowed inn, but it's at least, if you're in town, it's probably not haunted.
And you think a non-haunted town would be okay for people like me of Fey ancestry?
They let her in there. Oh, that's. I'm sorry, honey. That didn't mean.
You do this every time. Every time.
Thank you.
I like those two. They're funny.
Are we like that?
No.
Oh, thank
No,
God.
you're much broodier and less funny.
I'm funny.
I'm very
Shots
funny. I can be funny. Is that what you want? Do you want me to be funny? I can be funny.
No, you're adorable. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, so the rule is we
Well-
make it to a town before nightfall, or else all hell breaks loose.
No.
Hopefully not all
not a lot
hell,
of
but-
fiends. I'm sure there's probably some fiends. It's just the ghosts.
Okay.
Have you had to deal with the ghosts before? Do you
No.
have any insight on how to deal
Yeah.
with them?
Don't encounter them.
And don't die. I heard that one.
Yes, you die, you become a ghost. Don't die.
Don't die.
Kai, we're gonna
Okay.
generally avoid because we unhollowed. We made
Don't-
mistakes.
Cool. So you are headed to that Dun Hollow, and how far is it from here?
So we got what, half hour till the forest, and then 5 hours in. So we should be there for lunch.
Lunch sounds nice.
To me, it sounds like if we want to make the most of our time, we have to press on the Star Crown.
That's what those guys are doing.
Because we're going to have to stop at Star Crown
I bet
anyway.
those guys are doing it.
So most people are going a lot faster and go. Okay,
Yeah, they got business to do.
right.
It's a nice thing. You sell wine, anywhere you go, they're happy with you.
I am usually more happy with wine too. You're right.
See? And one of the kids whispers, and he just kind of brushes away at their ear.
How much for a bottle?
Oh, we only sell casks, and you
Oh.
don't really look like you've got anywhere to put a cask. So
We don't.
Oh.
We do have a hidey hole.
We should probably be on our way.
But thank
It feels
you.
like a significant time to
I'll
lay out the hidey
get
hole.
you wine like another time.
Okay.
Just when we're not like trying to survive ghosts and stuff. Okay.
Much happier with wine. Anyway,
We
we're
must
gonna keep going.
our
Thank
wits
you so
about
much.
us. Safe journeys, friends.
take care.
Bye. And then Mina makes a point to say bye to the kids.
And they wave, and they both are very bashful that you waved at them.
Get this a lot.
If Dad checked TikTok, he would know who you are, but he just doesn't. He's too old for that nonsense.
They've seen all the comic strips.
They have
Yeah, They've
they're
seen the art.
they're in the know. Is TikTok the traveling comic of this world?
Yes.
It's the Archie comics.
Yeah, probably.
There's a bard that goes from town to town, is known for the clock that he
The
carries
clock,
with
yeah.
him and sets on stage.
And it
You can
shows
draw- You
illusions.
can draw an entire comic strip in the time it takes.
No,
to
it
make
shows illusions of the comic strip.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Holographic.
yes.
But like, it's not very interesting. Everybody's dancing and lip syncing, like not doing anything actually creative.
Except for the one where it's just Mina throwing fireballs over and over.
But it's okay because it's a bard, so he sings while they just like dance and move to no
Right.
sound.
Yep.
But only to like 15 seconds of
Yeah.
popular songs
Right.
at a time.
You can only do
And
frame
so
by
at
frame.
your shahab.
As the clock goes around, like sometimes you just keep hearing the same song over and over, and then up another one, and up it's Eat Your Young again. Up there's ceilings. Up there's it's yeah.
Toss a fireball at your shahagin.
I need to get you guys in combat. You all have had inspiration for like 3 weeks
I
now, and
know.
no opportunity to use it.
Just holding it.
So,
We're
yeah.
moving along.
All right, moving along. You finally enter the Dreadwood. By picking up a little bit of speed, you leave the wine family. I forgot their name.
Frankenhausen.
Frankowitz.
Frankovitz.
Frankovich. Yeah. Is that the mice from? Never mind. It's fine.
No,
American Tail.
That's
That's Mouskowitz.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Frankowitz.
Somewhere out there.
You leave them in your trail, but you have already given the mercs plenty of headway to be in front of you, and you see everyone else either has gotten in behind, or gotten ahead of them, or is still trailing behind. And just based on their pacing, now that you have a general concept of the layout of the lower Dreadwood, you know who is aiming for which town. So, is everyone going for, what did I say? Silver Crown?
There's a crown in the name.
There's
Star
a
Crown.
Crown.
Star Crown.
I'm gonna have to start like writing these things down. It's almost as if I had a.
You
Almost like
probably
you made
should,
them
you
up.
know?
It's okay
What?
because
What?
eventually
Do you really think I'm just looking at the objects over here
It's
and
okay,
naming
because
things after them?
eventually Janine's going to listen to this
No.
stream in like a year from now when she's writing the book parts and be like, "Oh, the first time he said this, and then the next time he said this other thing. Now I get to choose from 2 names."
Yeah, I just need to know which ones are made up and which ones are not.
Yeah, she just has to know, is this an official name or a not official name?
Is it
Can
real
I
or
use
is it
this?
not real?
Star Crown is not official. You may use it.
Soap bottle. It's all right. The rename of Silver.
Dream
of
Bright.
Dream Bright. Rename of Salt Marsh came off of a soap bottle as well. So.
Right. So
So these are the soap bottle tales of the heroes of
Soap bottle.
exactly.
Soap Marsh.
Soap Marsh.
I love it.
All right.
Much like the first time
You might say
you
it's a
entered the
soap opera.
Dreadwood, you immediately feel the pall just kind of fall over you. The mist is not as heavy as it is when you enter any of the other portaled areas. It's, again, a very different mist, but it still lingers and layers here, if not just slowly cascading from the bottom of every leaf, as if it was the breath that these leaves exhale. The Jester's Highway is very well trodden. It's quite wide. You could probably fit 4 wagons going side by side. The hoofbeats have pounded the ground here into a very solid, very smooth ride, which is nice and rare for your mounts, as they've generally been pushed to great lengths over grassy fields and swampy areas to get back and forth to Silverstand and Burl. And then the wild area of the much more southern, well, slightly more southern Dreadwood. So along Jester's Highway, you see no one at first. The dim light that the sun filters through leaves it a little challenging to see, but as you all adjust, you can see the small little trail of passing from the caravan ahead of you, from the mercs, as they are hightailing it along the highway. Within the first half hour, you see and meet up with a caravan of 3 wagons, each one drawn by a single horse, heading out of the Dreadwood.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go up and say hi. Although I'm a little wary of this after the first time.
They look at you and wave as they keep on driving.
Any trouble?
Nope, all clear.
Cool. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Headed to Star Crown?
We're heading to Silverstand.
They're coming from.
They're
Oh.
leaving.
I'm sorry. Oh. Well, Godspeed.
You too. Bye. Have fun.
Have fun storming the castle.
I think they'll make
It's
it.
a new day,
It's a new
right?
dawn. I feel
So I try. I could try scrying for our famed Dreadlord again, right?
Sure.
But we're moving with speed and purpose.
Yeah. You can. Are you walking or are
I
you
can
running
scry while I'm
or are
moving.
you riding?
I'm riding on KV.
We've doubled up on caving.
I was gonna say, where's Torkel? Davey's the love seat.
I'm a little fairy now. I'm very small.
Okay.
Are you a fairy
I'm a
now?
little fairy.
Okay, so are you like as big as your glass orb?
It is the size of.
It's
your
very
head.
heavy in my small hands.
Yep. This is
She just goes up to
Very
them.
heavy.
Hi. Torkel can hold it, and she's just like, "Hello."
Are you in there? Hello.
No, nobody is allowed to touch it but me.
You might need to be like a halfling
Only
size.
Is it your precious?
Only I can touch it. It is very much my precious. Nobody touches Ilora.
Did you name the rock, or did it?
No, it came with that name.
The rock came with a name. Cool.
Is that normal? I just assumed it was normal when she started talking about this personified rock.
I don't know what's normal for
Have any
Evil
of us done
beings.
Have any of us done an Arcana check on this device? I think Atreus read the script. but that
No,
was
I
it.
just very distractedly read the script. Like I was Atreus
like, yeah,
was
it says
lost
this.
in thought.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
That is literally what
Says
Atreus
to
did.
scry.
It's a rock with words
Yeah,
on it. What do you want?
It says scry here. What? I'm sorry. You're interrupting my brooding to make me read. Wow.
You are the one who wanted the ring for reading.
I know.
I didn't know you could read.
You couldn't before.
What up? I'm Atreus. I am 19 years old and I never fucking learned how to read. Read every language.
Akira would like to do an Arcana check to see if he can identify what kind of object this is. And if it's...
You're going to have to do this at disadvantage.
Alright, that's fine. It's still an 18.
I'll take
This
a whack at it too.
also at disadvantage. This is an orb of scrying, which is a
Add
pretty
9.
legendary thing if it's allowing someone who can't scry to scry.
Let's not forget that I bought it for you.
Atreus and Torkel are like, it shouldn't do the magic thing, but it's doing the magic thing, so it's definitely atypical.
So there's something more to this. Is what you're saying.
Hey Kaya, I think your rock is weird. You've got weird balls.
I know, but it allows me to do so much.
I mean,
We're just gonna keep an eye on it, okay? Just in
yeah,
case.
you should keep.
It turns a different color.
Yeah.
Don't scry without
Perhaps we should
supervision.
put it in a bag or
Balls.
something while we travel.
You know.
No, you know there's a problem when it turns blue.
Yeah, that's when there's a problem.
That's when you need to seek out
Medical.
professional help.
When it turns blue? Oh, I
Or
see.
if it's
I
been
understand what we're talking about
hard
now.
for
That
over
took me
4
a second.
hours.
More than 4 hours.
Yeah, then you can.
Or if there are irregular bumps.
Yeah, here we get a bump.
Cool.
I think
All
there's
right.
a problem because my crystal ball is always hard.
Your pet
Yeah, me
rock
too.
But at least
has
it's
a name.
smooth.
It's true.
Ilora is my precious.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we could. I do think it might be prudent to attempt to scry on our famed Dreadlord again.
Which Dreadlord?
That's a good question.
There's a lot of them. Several.
Oh, the Dread King.
Oh,
My apologies.
Dead King.
Dead King.
Yeah, it's very
Of the
confusing.
Dreadwood.
Dead
It's very confusing. We have the Dreadlords and the Dead King.
In the Dreadwood.
My apologies.
In the Dreadwood, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's where the confusion's coming out. That's where the semantics is really
Yes.
posture check. Why? Just whatever.
So
okay?
if you're dyslexic, it really sucks, actually. Because it's like
It's
these
very
words
normal.
all look exactly the same.
They're the same.
They're the
Yes.
same shape, and my husband knows this.
Now we hydrate.
So now we're sitting up straight and tall. We hydrate.
It allows the liquid to better flow
I'm
through
on
your
the couch.
body.
There's no posturing on the couch.
I don't have a child right now, so there's much
There
posture.
is definitely posturing on the couch.
All right, so you are scrying again for the king.
I'm technically asking permission from my fellow companions because I don't want them to hate me.
If you can scry while moving, great, but you should probably put it away after that.
I don't care what
Fair
you do
enough.
with your balls.
It's
I
only
just spent
one
a bunch of time
ball.
trying to find a gif of Gandalf throwing his cloak over the Palantir and was very unsuccessful. So I thought you should know that I made an
approve
effort.
of the effort.
Should
I love you so much,
You-
Nathan.
Did you just
your
say
ball
GIF,
and then
though?
put it away.
Wow.
It's a GIF. He is wrong on
Did
that.
you say
I love him
Did you say-
regardless.
GIF?
No, we're not talking
Oh,
about
we're- this
peanut
is gonna
butter.
be-
Let's
Choose
get back on
programmers,
track.
choose
This is
GIF.
gonna be the next
In
pants.
his defense, the creator
No,
of the
no,
thing does call it that.
Don't. I don't wanna
However,
hear it.
The
No,
creator
it's-
is also
it's cool.
wrong. So
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
It's amazing how
Thank
easy
you.
it is to
I
derail
really
this
appreciate when
stream.
Peter actually agrees with me. I don't want to
Right.
hear any devil's advocate
This
shit
is
from you, Peter. I want you to
a-
disagree with me.
Peter will
I was simply
always
giving
devil's
his defense
advocate.
for him, but also
This
saying that
is
his
a
defense is
point-
not worth it. So
Okay, great. Fucking
This
tastic.
is a point of marital
Yeah, because it's a
disagreement.
giraffe.
It's
GIF.
Moving
Not
on.
giraffe.
The-
Moving on.
the
Giraffe.
difference
moving.
is that giraffe is an English term based on the R,
Oh my God, not
whereas
moving.
hang on.
gift
I'm gonna.
has a
I'm about
precedence
to.
with the word gift, which is the same
Thank
English
you.
pronunciation.
Yes.
Is this really that important?
Yes, Janine. Yes, it is, Janine.
Then I will leave.
Let's ask our followers.
just kidding.
What do
It's
you
not-
guys think?
It's not
GIF or
important
GIF?
at all.
It
Don't
doesn't
leave.
matter.
Enough in the comments and let's move the fuck on.
Anyway,
No.
we continue.
Anyways.
And the thing
Is
is, I
Dust
haven't
running
even
into
said
any
anything.
troubles,
You'll have
or
to
is
argue
Dust
among
doing okay?
yourselves.
Because you're wrong.
Dusk is
Even though I love
doing
you
wonderful.
for trying to find the appropriate GIF.
Dusk is having a delightful time hanging on for dear life, as once they hit the Dreadwood, the four oxen seem to have redoubled their efforts and are making time. And he is getting further and further away from you.
Then I'm going to tell my party we should probably increase our pace. They're moving much faster than we are.
Let's go.
I don't think Kavie's moving at her full speed right now, so
I'll go
sure.
faster. I'm on a war horse. I can go. Let's go.
You can make some time. Kai, the fairy, kind of holds up the orb to their head at this point, and just kind of is face to face with Ilora, who washes away, and then a seam opens up before her. Yeah, I don't remember if your fairy's a guy or girl or.
It depends on the
So,
day.
looking into this throne room, Kai is able to see the ghost of Lord Gafney. He sits on his throne, a large broadsword in hand, that just kind of sticks point down, well into the stone, because like he's a ghost, like he can pass through things. It's just chilling like this, and his beard wisps and moves with this greenish, ghoulish ghostiness. The throne room is massive. You can't see the whole thing, but at first you see tables that line the left and right sides, leading along a central walkway, a dilapidated and rundown red carpet. The tables are filled with what look to be probably about 50 guests on either side. The guests, however, are at this point nothing but skeletons that have decayed, their clothes just ratted and threadbare. Over time, most of these skeletons have either fallen backwards or fallen forwards as the flesh just rotted off of their corpses over the last almost 1,000 years. You do see the body of the king, well, the skeleton of the king and his robes and the actual sword seated upon the throne. And as you watch, you feel Ilora's face almost set over yours, and you begin to look through her eyes. And milling about the tables, moving about the tables, standing, drinking imaginary goblets, having imaginary fights, and gestures of all sorts, are the 100 guests of the king. And
So there's a real sword and a fake sword.
there is a real sword and a ghost sword. All of this happens in about 1 to 2 seconds. And you see the ghost of the king stand up from his throne, lift his greatsword, and stare at the orb. He raises an empty hand, and the orb vanishes, and your connection is cut.
He didn't say anything.
He was mouthing something. An incantation. You can make me a perception check or an investigation check in this moment.
Okay. Oh, come on. That's a 10.
At the base of the throne are a variety of gifts, bags, jewels, treasure chests, and all sorts of trinkets, and tributes. Tributes is really the word, not trinkets. Give me an investigation check. Let me see if Kai figures something out that Kat doesn't.
Do I feel like he let
Yeah,
me
because
see him? The 15.
you know as of yesterday that he was not permitting you. You were able to do this, and the fact that he dismissed you lets you know that he was not particularly keen on allowing you to scry.
Okay. That's a 15, by the way.
Do you want me to lead you a little through this step, or just give you the answer?
You can lead me a little.
What are you allowed to do with this scrying spell?
Look at a
Where must the
creature
creature be?
on the same plane.
What did it show you?
The spirit.
Okay, what did it not show you? Until you looked through Ilora's eyes.
The other
And?
ghosts. The bodies and the sword.
There you go.
And the gifts.
Well, sorry, the gifts were there no matter what.
Ah. Okay.
So that doesn't make sense with everything you know about ghosts. Ghosts exist on the ethereal plane. That's why you can't see them.
Okay.
His ghost
And
is
that also doesn't. And that doesn't. That also kind of adds to the confusion of there's a giant lake in the middle of the Dreadwood that's not on any map.
it's on the map.
Oh, is it? Cool.
You gotta zoom in.
I
though.
definitely knew
you,
that.
You don't see it necessarily if you just it's and Ilora can't do that
Oh.
for you. That's a computer.
Okay.
thing. Fourth wall, y'all.
So the ghosts are on our plane.
Okay.
Wait, say that again?
The ghosts. His ghost is on
His
our plane.
ghost.
The other ones are
His
not on our
ghost.
plane, but you could see
But-
them anyway.
Because the orb that we have is
I have true sight.
Yes.
comes with extra features.
It gives me
Well,
true
true
sight.
sight wouldn't matter if they weren't on our plane.
True sight allows you to see invisible things and into the ethereal plane.
Okay, got it.
So he's having a party on 2 planes.
Yep.
Which is impressive, actually.
Or the party's happening there and he's not part of it.
Are there snakes on the plane?
Oh. There's ghosts on the plane.
Not until Kai gets there. Summons them all.
Did it look like there was any of the ghosts who were other like ghosts of honor?
You did not get time to insight and suss out.
Okay.
There were
Okay.
definitely ghosts of party and ghosts of nightly protection people, guards.
Okay.
That is the most you can get from a 2-second look.
A quick 2-second. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna relay all of that to my party members.
Now y'all are all in the know.
Cool, creepy, great. Love it.
I mean, I would strive to keep partying once I'm dead too. So it's impressive.
Well,
That's the exact reaction I was hoping for. Thank you so much.
I have so many qualms with that, and I feel
Yeah.
like Night Render might too. Please don't. Please don't.
Funny though,
Babe.
for
no.
me.
So that's a lot of undead to put down, and I need a better workaround on how to go about this.
You need like a
Fuck.
fireball that kills undead.
Did I already
Radiant fireball.
send
Radiant
Radiant
fireball.
Fireball?
Radiant
Yeah,
fireball.
You already
Right.
tried Destroy Undead.
yeah, no. Did I already ask Hanael
You did not.
for? I did not. I thought I did.
No, that was one of those things you were going to get around to.
You never made the phone call.
I
Yeah.
never called.
It was on the
my,
to-do list, but you never
I
called
never
the sponsor.
called my stepdad.
You called Mama Sturrock instead.
Yeah.
And Dex.
You didn't check in
Yeah.
with your sponsor.
No,
Speaking of check-ins, it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
we got so much done,
You-
guys.
You got a lot done in my
We-
book.
we
Talked
did, we
to so
did.
many people and are traveling on the road.
Yeah.
On the road
Maybe.
again.
As we book it, you give Haniel a quick, phone call. I mean,
Yeah, join
Brain
us in
call.
the Discord where I call my stepdad and say,
A word from your sponsor.
"Hey,
Dear
um,
Hania, what's it like
Stepdad
inside
or
Stronghold?
abductor?
I'm gonna
no,
call him your sponsor.
Eusidium's my I like sponsor. Yeah.
Because
Any
isn't that what
sponsor
he
your
is?
after death sponsor?
He's
My-
the one who,
my,
like, coached
um,
you through all of it. So yeah.
Yeah, he's my priest. I have to go to confession sometimes. Atreus is very Catholic.
I have not looked
I want you to shut up.
at the stream in a very long
Add to
time.
I hate you.
Cool. We never answered the question. Are we? What are we? Are we good? Do we want to stop now? Cool.
Stop. Stop.
All right.
In the
In
name
the
of love.
The stream.
Why?
I was
the
waiting for
rules-
stop.
Get out of my
Don't touch me
brain
there.
cell.
You think me or
Ah,
Trace would ever say
cool.
that?
Hammer time.
Come on now.
Cool. All right, we're gonna pause there in terms of storyline, and now we can just banter like idiots.
Yeah, because we're really good at that.
So if you came for
Oh,
our
man.
unhinged story, you can leave now. But if you came for us, hang out for a little longer and hydrate.
If you came for
Get
our
out.
unhinged selves.
No, this is one of those moments as a DM that
Hydrate.
the spell sending has 25 words, and it's both fun and obnoxious to try and do that live
Live.
when
Yeah.
you have to count it out.
Hydrate again.
You've made me do that.
Second
You've
hydrate.
made me do that so many times.
I know.
Hydrating again.
I'm
Wow.
out. It's empty,
I'm empty too now.
but the bottom of the cup is pretty.
That is pretty.
Wait,
Wow.
I have space.
Wow. Why are we so stupid?
It's past 10 and I'm tired.
Make sure to ask Haniel, how do you kill ghosts in the Dreadwood?
Yeah.
Question.
It's in my top priority.
And like,
now.
you know, maybe
Qu-
how is the Dread King still here?
if
The Dead King still here.
if
My word,
Can-
so confused.
can he teleport any information from the library to me?
Yes.
Could
Will-
we scry Haniel while he holds a book in front of him?
Or is
And
that
we
no?
read
But
it.
you know what? Here's the thing that I would fear.
Is he on this
Is it
plane?
like mirror image? Like, you know, when you like try to Snapchat and it's like backwards, like if you have words.
When you try to what?
Have you ever noticed like on like on the Snapchat camera if you have words on your shirt or
Oh,
something?
Snapchat. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
yes, yes,
It's
yes.
like that. Haniel starts sending like pictures through the scrying thing, and it's all backwards. It's like, yo, well, that's
Well,
useless.
is-
That's BS. Like,
You could still read it though, because you can read
You
all
could-
right.
Yeah,
on
you
this
could read all
plane?
languages frontwards or backwards.
Can I? Is that a caveat on
But
this?
you can't see anything in the crystal ball, so
Correct.
Yeah, only I can do
You
that.
would have
Awkward.
to let Kai attune to your wedding ring.
Stuck now.
Funny
Wow.
suggestion.
That ain't
or
it.
Kai would have to let you attune to the crystal ball, which I'm also assuming is
I-
going to be a hell
Which
no.
ain't have to.
I don't think that's gonna be a hell no from me.
I mean, you could
Uh-huh.
you could sleep, get the scry spell, and use it to scry like normal.
I could,
This is
which
true.
would probably be a lot less cursed, and I wouldn't have to deal with a girlfriend rock.
Right.
So, you know,
Mm-hmm. Laura's my friend. I like her very
I
much.
think she's gonna eat your brain, babe.
Seems like a bad
I don't think
influence.
she's actually going to harm
Why
me.
does
I think I just can't
Else
get
get
rid
a
of
little
her.
friend, and I have just a regular horse.
Because I keep
You-
offering things and
I'm
Mina
sorry,
turns
aren't
them
you the
down.
one who talked at
Did
Sunshine
you not
for?
have a whole conversation with Night Render? Like, you know that
She's-
Night Render is a hot girl. I don't know this. Like,
This is one conversation.
But does she wear
technically-
And the
underwear?
pervert
Yeah.
too.
Probably not.
Probably not. She's probably naked.
Yeah, she's completely naked. I don't even know that.
I did not have that mental image. Thank
She
you
likes to
very much.
watch, and she's completely naked.
I would assume she's just a light body.
Lahaba.
Exactly what I was picturing. Thank you
Oh
so
no!
much.
Oh, I was picturing Daybright.
Which again,
No!
spoilers.
No! Don't
I
Again,
don't
do
know what any of these things are. So.
it's fine. If you
No
read
spoilers.
Crescent City, this is your plug to do so. If you haven't done so,
Good.
the end.
Everybody
I'm
needs to
halfway
read
through
Crescent
the
City.
first book.
Light
No spoilers.
I give no spoilers.
Yeah, we give too many, but not
People die.
Yeah, me.
People live.
people die every day.
They have
Love
sex.
Nathan.
People
They
die,
get
but
drunk.
then they don't
People have
actually
sex
die.
every day.
We have sex in the first book though, because I'm like halfway through, and all I'm getting is a giant forest of pine trees, which like
It's
I
a lot.
love. I love me a giant forest of
yeah,
pine
it's a lot of
trees.
pining. There's no.
Ugh.
And
I love
yet
pining.
it is probably the horniest book I've ever read in my life.
Accurate. Crescent City is so
Oh,
freaking glorious. It's
So
Mika.
horny.
Yeah, but this is becoming
It's a
this is
giant
becoming
forest
very
of pine
specific
trees.
conversation to us, so we're gonna reel that back in. So
It's okay because when I post this to the stream and stuff, I'll just
You're
cut
just gonna
it.
cut this part.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know
This
that
is
whole
Roles
like,
of Redemption
you know
after
that whole
hours.
like
It's
thing that I
not-
said.
yeah,
You know,
after
if you only care about our unhinged story, you can go now. That's where
You
this is
can
gonna
believe that's
end.
where you're gonna cut it.
It's over.
Nice.
We need